It's a Friday night and I decided to make a batch of chocolate ice cream so we have it for tomorrow. Homemade chocolate ice cream, it's so good. I make mine with cocoa powder and it has that really old-fashioned chocolatey, really chocolatey flavor. It's really, really good. My sister actually adds, I think she said she added espresso powder or coffee? And she said it was really good. So that's another idea with this recipe. But right now I'm just kind of gathering ingredients and then we're gonna start mixing. So the first thing you're gonna do is we're gonna mix a few ingredients together. The first one being a cup of cocoa powder. Then we're gonna do 2/3 of a cup of cane sugar or granulated sugar, 1/2 cup of light brown sugar, and then 1 teaspoon of sea salt. Sea salt makes all the difference in the world. Don't skip the salt. I say that with every ice cream that I make because it's really important. It just adds to the flavor of the ice cream. So don't skip the salt. And if you can use sea salt, it's even better. I really prefer to use Redmond real salt. It just makes for delicious recipes. Now we're just gonna whisk those ingredients together until they're mixed up. This kind of helps get some of these lumps out before we add the liquid to it. Now you can do this with a hand mixer or a stand mixer or even a blender, but I just prefer to do it by hand. Now we're gonna whisk in 1.5 cups of milk, whole milk. You can use 2% or skim milk, but that's gonna leave your ice cream less creamy, so just keep that in mind. When you're whisking your cocoa, your milk and your cocoa together, you want to whisk until that cocoa dissolves, until the sugars dissolve and the cocoa dissolves. If you don't whisk it enough, you just risk having a grainy ice cream, and nobody wants grainy ice cream. So just make sure you whisk it for a couple minutes, 1 to 2 minutes, and it should be good. That is looking pretty good. I'm not seeing any residue on my whisk, so I think we're in good shape. Now we're going to add our cream and vanilla. We're gonna put in 3¼ cups of heavy cream. And then a tablespoon of vanilla extract. And then you're just gonna whisk that and mix it really good. One thing I recommend before you even start mixing is to pop your whatever container you're going to store your ice cream in, put that in the freezer. And then also make sure that you've had your ice cream canister for your ice cream freezer actually in the freezer for at least 24 hours. Well, I'll say at least 12 hours before you make ice cream, because otherwise it will not freeze your ice cream and you'll just have liquid goop. So make sure you have this in the freezer ahead of time. I usually just keep our canister in the freezer at all times. When I'm done making ice cream, we wash it. I cover it with some plastic wrap or something. I wish they'd make a lid for it, but they don't have lids. At least I haven't found them. I just cover it with plastic wrap and I keep it in there all the time so it's ready to go at any time. I'm gonna stick it into churn in, and now we're ready to put the ice cream in. You might give it a final whisk before you put it in the freezer, just to make sure if anything's left over, you got it all. Have a spatula, and then you're just gonna turn on your freezer and pour your ice cream in. We did pretty good. I only have a little bit of. If there's any sugar left in the bottom, don't worry too much about it. It's gonna churn into the ice cream. And then you'll just put your lid on. Once you have the lid on and it's freezing, just let it do its thing. It'll be about 20 to 25 minutes and it'll be ready to go. All right, I think it's done. So I'm gonna turn it off. Look at that ice cream. When we were kids, the churn was the part that everyone fought over and wanted. So now I'm going to just put it in my container and put it in the fridge. You could go ahead and serve it up just like this. It'd be like a soft serve chocolate ice cream. But I kind of want to firm it up more so we can make ice cream cones with it. So I'm going to put it in my container. I'll put a link to this container in the description below the video. Okay. Okay, if you want this to be firm enough to be scoopable and to put on an ice cream cone, then you probably want to freeze it for about 3 to 4 hours at least. I usually like to do it overnight, which is why I'm making it this evening so we have it tomorrow. Great. Ice cream cones in town, and I'm pretty excited. I haven't had an ice cream cone in a long time.
Me too.
So we're gonna give them a try.
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
There you go. You want a napkin? You want a napkin?
I want a plate.
You want a plate?
That's all.
How about a bowl? All right, there you go.
Thank you.
Is it good, buddy? Chuck, are you wanting an ice cream cone?
Yes.
Chuck, can you say I desperately want some of that ice cream?
I'm gonna make you your own cone, Chuck. It's gonna have something you really, really love in it. I'm gonna make Bella one too. Ready? That's the ultimate dog snack right there.
Is that good?
I'm gonna leave it for you. She's not gonna eat it. Bella, you can have it.
It's yours.
She's like, no thanks. Women, huh, Chuck? Oh boy. Chuck is ruled by his belly. Oh, Bella. Yeah, there she goes.